I am delighted to be speaking with singer-songwriter Jake Wesley Rogers, who joins me now via Zoom. Jake, how are you?
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. Thanks for asking. So, for those that may be unfamiliar with who you are, your story, you are a singer songwriter originally from the Ozarks, left town for college, and then kind of after college had this blossoming music career. So, briefly tell me, what has that journey been like for you?
It's it's been wild and fun and everything you can dream of and everything in between. I started playing music when I was really young, in Springfield. My first show was at Arts Fest
Ooh.
on Walnut Street. Um, and I kind of just never stopped. There's
Mhm.
never anything in me that wanted to stop or saw really any other options. So um, I don't really know if I'm good, but I'm very persistent.
I love that. Okay, well, so you recently released a new EP back in October titled Love. So tell me about this EP and what the process of making that was like.
Yeah, this EP, and then I put one out in the end of 2021. I can't remember what year it is, but called Pluto, and I wrote most of those songs for both those EPs, either right before COVID or during COVID. Um, so it was obviously a time of a lot of reflection for a lot of us,
Yeah.
and then that's how it happened. A lot of upheaval, a lot of upheaval in my life, leaving Nashville and just going through a big breakup and lots of changes and
Mhm.
all things that inspired good songs.
Yeah. So to dive a little deeper into that, listening to your music, it feels very like emotive and very personal. And it's maybe something that a lot of people can relate to. So aside from the things maybe you've already said, where does your song writing inspiration typically stem from?
Definitely my own experience, first and foremost. I think one of my favorite things to do is to sort of see the connections and different things in life and things that might not actually go together,
Hmm.
you know, but I think that's me because, I'm openly gay, but growing up in the Ozarks, it's kind of a little contradiction in itself.
Hmm.
And I think beautiful things happen when they contradict each other. So I kind of treat my songs that way too, and find things that connect everything. Because I do think everything's connected, and I do think these stories, if they're told, could connect my story to someone who might not understand me or accept me,
Hmm.
and it opens it up, and I think that's a really wonderful thing.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's so powerful, and transcends so many things. So, okay, Jake, so 2022 has been a big year for you. You performed on The Ellen Show, The Late Late Show with James Corden. You've been the opening act of a few major artists, along with releasing new music, of course. So, what has this year meant to you, and what can people expect from you in 2023?
This year was a lot. Just a lot of bucket list, you know, moments. A lot of things I dreamed of when I was young, which is incredible,
Hmm.
um, and exhilarating. And where I am now, I'm working on my first full length album,
Hmm.
uh, and I'm going on my own headline tour, in February through April, all over North America. Um,
Wow.
yeah. So you could say that it begins in Springfield on this Saturday, but then
Hmm.
the next show isn't for 2 months. So this
Well,
is the
hey,
kickoff show.
yeah, yeah. And what a perfect way to start then in your hometown. So, speaking of that, you do have a show this weekend here in Springfield at the Galois Theater. What can people expect from this show?
um, it'll it'll be me in some costume. I actually haven't planned it yet, so I need to see that after this. There'll be a few surprises. I'll be with my band though, and you know we've been traveling a lot this past year, and have a lot of time on stage together now, so we're a pretty well-oiled machine, and I'm just excited to bring it home and show the place that gave me my first stage.
Yeah.
What I've been up to.
For sure. So what is it like for you performing in your hometown versus maybe a different major city?
I haven't done a show like this at home. I've done smaller shows and So Far
Mhm.
Sounds, and so I don't know. ask ask me after the show, but I'm very
Right.
excited. I'm very excited. I love coming home. I would have just come home anyway for Christmas, so
hmm
might as well do a show too.
Right, right. Yeah. Hey, what a perfect time, what a perfect way to come home and do that. So if people are interested in finding your music or following your journey, where can they find your music and also find you on social media?
Well, all my music's on, Spotify or YouTube or Apple Music, Jake Wesley Rogers. And then yeah, Instagram and Facebook and TikTok. I'm there.
On all the platforms. All right, perfect. Well, Jake, it's been such a pleasure getting to speak with you. Love getting to talk to someone from Springfield who's made it so big and is doing so well. Best of luck on your show this weekend. Super excited for it. And thanks for chatting with me.
Thank you so much, Blake. See you soon.